Hello, my students. Yesterday we started to read our workbook on page number 16, the passage about danger at the ends of the earth. Today I'm going to read this passage as paragraphs, okay, and discuss it as a paragraphs. Welcome to Nunavik, a beautiful landscape of forests, blue skies, and clear waters. It is a huge area with 14 Inuit villages in the Arctic area of Canada. Wild animals such as bears and wolves can be seen everywhere. There are also caribou, a kind of reindeer, and fish fill the rivers, lakes, and sea. In summer, the sun shines day and night, and so this is when the people fish, hunt, and pick berries. Winter is cold and dark, but at night stars fill the clear dark sky, and you can often even see the northern lights. Here in our first paragraph, he is talking about Nunavik. Okay, Nunavik is a very large place. It has 14 Inuit villages in the Arctic of Canada. And I told you that Inuit means Eskimo, okay? Arctic اللي هو القطب الشمالي. Here, some of the wild animals can be seen everywhere, like bears here, like bears and wolves, okay, and caribou. Caribou here, it's a kind of reindeer, نوع من أنواع الغزلان, okay. And its rivers, lakes, and sea are full of fish. The winter, okay, here the writer is talking about the climate, that the weather in summer and winter here. He is talking about winter is so cold and dark, and he's talking about summer here, the sun shines day and night. Okay, he told us about the activities that people do in summer, like hunt, fish, pick berries. And in winter nights, the sky is clear. Often people can see the northern lights very clear. So this is about the first paragraph here. Okay. You might think that Nunavik's geographical position at the ends of the earth keeps it safe from big city problems like air and water pollution. Unfortunately, here, the pretty villages of Nunavik have not escaped the problems that the rest of the world is facing too. Here, in this paragraph, the writer mentioned that people think that this place is safe. It doesn't have water or air pollution because it is far away from other countries. But the truth is that Nunavik have not escaped the problem of pollution. Now, some years ago, scientists made a worrying discovery. An extremely dangerous group of chemicals known as persistent organic pollutant or POPs were attacking the Arctic environment. There are few factories there and not many cars, so where was the pollution coming from? It turns out that it was coming from cities thousands of kilometers away. But how? Here. Many years ago, scientists discovered that a group of dangerous chemicals called POP attacked the Arctic environment. He is questioning how this pollution attacked it. Okay, he mentioned that they have a few factories. Factories means المصانع, okay? Few factories and not that much or that many cars. يعني عدد القليل من السيارات. So, he is questioning, where was the pollution come from? Okay, let's read the following paragraph. Now, okay, pops are used everywhere. In TVs, in lights, and in paint. They are also sprayed onto crops and pesticides. Over time, they become gas and go into the air, and the wind carries them thousands of kilometers. When they reach a cold environment, the gas becomes a liquid like water. So when the wind carries pops into the Arctic, cold temperature make them stick to plants and fall into the oceans where they stay and increase over time. Pops also collect inside the fat of people and animals, and they stay there forever. The biggest animals here, like seals and whales, have the most pops in their bodies. These are the animals that Inuit people have been eating for thousands of years. Here, in this paragraph, he is talking about pop, persistent organic pollutant, okay? They are used everywhere. Here, he mentioned that it is used everywhere. In TVs, lights, paint. Here he's talking about the chemicals that spread through vibration. You know, wiring, like the internet, like the mobiles, it sends vibrations. Okay, يعني هاي الأشياء اللي بنستخدمها like the internet, our mobiles, هي بتبعت اللي هي vibrations اللي هي اهتزازات أو ذبذبات. Okay, and these vibrations, okay, change into a gas. Okay, by the time it becomes gas, and the air hold this gas far away, and wind carries them thousands of kilometers. اللي هي بتنتقل هذه الذبذبات عبر الهواء. When they reach a cold environment, it becomes a liquid. تعرف شو يعني عملية التكاثف؟ اوكي؟ condensation تكاثف اللي هي لما بيجي مثلا هواء يعني دافي وبيواجه منطقة أو إشي بارد، فهو بتحول من عملية إنه يكون هو غاز بصير هو قطرات زي ماء. فهاي العملية اللي هي بتصير لما الهواء بيحمل هاي الفايبريشنز، بيحمل هذه اللي هي الكيميكالز okay through the air for thousands okay of miles maybe or kilometers, so it becomes from being a gas to being a liquid. Okay, so the cold temperature make them stick to plants okay and fall into water. Here the problem in this case is that these chemicals collect inside the fat. شو يعني collect inside the fat؟ تتجمع داخل الدهون اللي هي الدهون الموجودة في داخل جسم الإنسان أو في داخل جسم الحيوانات. Okay? Like whales, seals which have the biggest fat. Okay? And the problem is people eat these animals in that area. This is the problem. So people eat these chemicals, okay, through the animals, through the seals and through the whales. Pops can cause cancer and allergies as well as other damage. They can also cause developmental problems in babies and children. Clearly, something had to be done about the problem. And so, in the 1990s, the United Nations held a meeting called the Stockholm Convention to discuss banning lots of the pop chemicals. Since then, many countries have agreed to start producing fewer pop chemicals, and as a result, levels of pops in the Arctic are falling. These chemicals can cause cancer, can cause allergies, cancer اللي هو مرض السرطان, allergies اللي هو الحساسية, okay, and it damage or cause developmental problems. يعني هي التطور والنمو عند الأطفال والرضع, babies and children. Clearly, something had to be done. So they thought about this problem and they discussed it. Okay, that's why the United Nations held a meeting. It was called Stockholm Convention. It was in 1990s. They discuss banning. Banning here means preventing, how to prevent lots of the pop chemicals. كيف يمنعوا انه يصير كتير من هاي البوب chemicals. Okay? Many countries have agreed to start producing fewer pop chemicals, and as a result, the level of pops in the Arctic were falling. طيب. It will take many years for the problem to go away. It is not a solve, okay, for this problem. It is not solving it within a year or 2 years. In fact, it takes many years. For one thing, buildings around the world still have many tons of pops in their paint and wiring. Paint يعني الطلاء فيه كمان مواد كيماوية. Wiring, I told you about the vibration. It holds many vibrations, many chemicals inside it, okay? Every day, those chemicals turn into gas and enter the atmosphere. تتحول لغاز, والغاز هذا بيدخل إيش في الجو أو هو في الجو, eventually reaching the Arctic. For the Inuit people and all the people and animals in the Arctic regions, their only hope is the work of scientists, okay, and the help of the rest of the world in putting an end to pops once and for all. They are hoping, okay, that this problem will be end as soon as possible. Okay, that's it for today. Tomorrow, okay, we will read this passage again. You will read it for me, okay, and thank you for today.